Hey guys, wanted to shoot a quick video here on how to use LinkedIn, build up your groups, build up your connections, build up your prospect list. What I've done here is, and in fact, I'm going to send this message out and I will come back and show you no website addresses in the invitation. All right, let's take that out. I take that out was my email, I think. There we go. Okay, cool. So here's the idea. It's the challenge with LinkedIn is unless you are connected with them or know their um, email address, you cannot send them a connection unless you're connected with them through groups. So by using groups, you can connect with them, and then once you've connected with them, start adding them to your groups, okay, and making the connections with them. And here's the idea: if you connected with, if you sent out 7 to 10 invitations a day, takes you probably 20-30 minutes. I'll show you how to do that, if that, okay, and not mess around too much. Kind of get in, do it, and then get out. And then let's say that you had 5 people connect with you every day, Monday through Friday. That's 25 people per week. It's 100 people a month. At the end of a couple of months, you've got a few hundred people now to network with, and so on. And then I'll show you how to use that to make about as close to 100% appointment um, getting as possible. So here's a group that I don't own and control. It's called Networking Orlando. Let's go in there. And what I do is I go in there and then I go into members and I take a look and see who in there that I'm not already connected with first degree connections. And the purpose is to build my connections, build my database, and of course then build my groups. So first things first. So let's go in here to members, and it looks like these are all first degree connections. Let's see, probably out to page 9, and I know that I'll be probably into people that I'm not. There we go. Um, okay, let's see. We've got Basil Meckham, and I can connect, send him a message. I'm just going to hit connect, and I already have a message that I put together, and I would then customize it. So let me just now. I can't put in my email address. They're not allowing you to do that anymore. So I copy that and I come back over here. I always like to customize them and put in here paste and let's see. Hello, Basil. I see we're both members of the group, same group. I'd be honored if you'd connect with me. You guys can change this to whatever you're comfortable with. And then when we hit groups, you'll see that it'll show, it looks like we are connected in a couple of different groups. So real estate networking group and also networking Orlando. So I'm going to use networking Orlando and then send off the invitation. There you go. Now I will go into my network and it will allow me to filter my contacts by most recent conversations, and it will also allow me to see everyone that are my new. So this was a new contact, a new communication. So and I would reach out to Denise and find out more about her. Now these folks are kind of all over the place here, and I would reach out to her, send her a little message. Great to connect with you. Find out a little bit more about her. A lot of times you'll see that I might even send an endorsement for her. It helps me show up on her radar, and then I might pick up the phone and call her up and say, "Hey, I just wanted to get to know you a little bit. This is what I'm doing. I'm running this business referral and networking group. We're just getting launched here in whatever area, Albany, Jacksonville, etc. Wanted to get to know you a little bit. See how best we might be able to promote you to the group down the road. The group is no dues, no fees, no mandatory meeting, and using the group to open the door and do it in a genuine way. Okay, That's basically it. Hey, recently we just connected on LinkedIn, and I wanted to just reach out. Now, most people are not going to pick up the phone and call. You are really going to set yourself apart by picking up the phone and calling, and then inviting them to join the group or inviting them to have a cup of coffee, and so on. And I would keep it specifically just about the group. Okay, pretty simple, straightforward. I would say also become a little bit like a detective when you're trying to figure out how to build your groups. Now, I will tell you this. This well, one of the groups, and I've been building groups now for a little while. This is the first group that I started to build, Linked Local in Palm Beach. It's got about 4,600 members. After it hit about 1,000, 1,500 members, I stopped building it. It's been building itself and building on its own ever since. Once you hit that certain critical mass, so it might take 3 months, 6 months of every day, 30 minutes a day, building your contacts, building your connections. And if we go to just take a look here and see my contacts and connections, I've got about 15,000 direct connections. And I still build it every single day. I still build my group every single day. And I have more contacts and connections than I can possibly ever see. But yet I still build it anyway. That gives me a great posture and position to be in so that I never worry about where my next deal, my next lead, my next piece of business is coming from. And by the way, being very well connected, and it didn't happen immediately, and I started really from zero. By the way, there was a day when I was very excited that we had 100 people in a group, and then I'm very excited that we had 500, and then 1,000. I was like, wow, this is amazing. Now, of course, we have many other groups, and we're using this as the trademark and the logo. So I hope you found that useful, and we'll be doing more videos. But think like a detective, and all this stuff, by the way, I figured out on my own, and you can too. Great resource is Google and also YouTube. So if you're trying to figure out how to do something or have a question, type it into YouTube or type it into Google, and you'd be surprised, what instructional videos you can find in order to do that. So I hope you found that helpful, and we'll catch you later, Gator.